She's a blue jean baby with her hat down low, chasing that wild wind wherever it blows, flying through the night just as fast as she can go. Yeah, it's one right, two left, riding like hell round that clover leaf pattern that she knows so well. Sitting just right with the reins in her hands underneath the bright lights, chasing in pins. She's one of those nobody knows out making some noise. Yeah, she's a dark horse.
In 2000, Jaci and I decided to build an equine pool that we could help horses to enhance or that needed to be rehabbed from surgery. At our facility, we have anywhere from 5 to 30 head of horses, all different types of discipline, ranging from a cutting horse to a fox hunter, even to the Arabians that are just shown under halter. We get to experience different illnesses and see different ailments that come across these horses. When we opened, I had a dream, and it was just one of those that you go off of your passion. I mean, it was just like, you're so excited to see it grow. I never thought, though, it would get to this point. It's definitely one of those that you get just emotional with the horses. You build a tie with them that you want the owners to understand that you have that as much passion for their horse coming in as you would for your own. So in the year 2003, I was blessed with twins, and it was a roller coaster ride from the get-go. Just automatically, they came into this world in their own way. Jaci was baby A. She was on her own from the get-go. Blaze, he was my blonde bombshell that came out with screaming blue eyes, and he was just one of those babies that you just had fun with from the get-go. It was definitely real exciting for us when he came to me last year and asked me if I would order him some ropes, and he wanted to start roping. So we kicked off a new chapter in his life. When I started hauling Jaci, she was pretty young. I definitely would say I started her with me going to the futurities at a young age, and I noticed that things that would normally bother my other clients and my students didn't even faze her. She could have a horse, shy away from something or run away from the alleyway, and she was never that screamy, panicky kid. She took everything in stride, and she's kind of just led that path. She has a quiet stillness to her hands. She's never been an overzealous kid that will, rip and jerk on a horse. She rides real quiet, real sincere with her hands, and she relates to those horses that she gets on.
When I saw it, Jaci she had that extra little something to her. I guess she was probably 6 or 7. She was bucked off at a rodeo, warming up out in the parking lot, and she bucked. I heard her pretty good, and she stood up where most kids would have ran crying. She stood up and she wanted that horse back. She wanted on that horse, and that horse was not going to do that to her again. She never said those words, but in her eyes, I knew that that's what she wanted, and she wasn't going to let it get the best of her. Jaci started going fast from the get-go. I mean, there wasn't really a turning point of when we said, hey, go fast, because she was ready to go fast. Yeah, she, and the neatest thing about it is, and it's a big joke around a lot of the barrel racers, is she didn't use stirrups until she was 8 years old. She refused to use stirrups because she rode bareback, and that's the way she felt comfortable. And so she was running, low 19s in the poles and really, pro rodeo barrel times with no stirrups. And so she fast has never been an issue with her.
All right, don't move us all down. Let's go to Jayci Byler. 6th grade, first year, walk out the barrels, poles of the rivers. Track team, boys fundraising for canines for grounds and canines for kids. Ready barrel for dirty horses. One turn to right, 2 left. One more turn, reach outside.
The awards, she's definitely not by any means one of those flashy kids. We only until just this year even managed to get her to even start wearing a buckle. And even if I give her a choice and don't tell her to go put on one of her buckles, she's gonna just go put on just a regular old belt. She is what she is. When Jaci was 7, we decided to move her onto a futurity horse that we had bought. And this mare had some quickness to her, and she was a handful a little bit, as some people would say. She does not like other horses. It's my famous lady. She's actually very, diva acting towards other horses. But from the time that we put Jaci on her, that mare just melted with her. But they were just instantly, just that teamwork kind of showed between them. We started entering Jaci at the bigger shows, and she went to Oklahoma City in the Derby. She finished in the top 10 against the professional trainers. So that was pretty exciting, and to see that from the get-go, it didn't faze her. She was just, when we walked down the alleyway, I was fresh off of a back surgery, and I still remember thinking I was gonna have to chase her down as she left the alleyway, because I thought, oh, she's leaving way too soon.
My famous lady, now clear to run. Jayci Byler owns the horse. Jayci Byler's on board the horse. By dash to fame out of Frenchman's Dry Lady. Frenchman's Dry Lady is a daughter of Frenchman's Guy. A sorrel mare on the pattern. Tractor drivers, you're next. $15,750 at 15750. Jayci Byler to the lead of the 4-star Derby.
I've definitely been impressed with the way that she handles herself from that time on, from being 7 years old, and then she just continues to blossom. And something that she has that I can't teach, it's just born into them. I mean, you can teach kids how to ride and you can teach them skills, but there's just that little thing inside that just kind of rolls certain ones along. And I never had it, but I definitely see it in her.
I was about 5 or 6. When I first ran, I just started to like it. And I was thinking, I want to keep doing this. I look up to my mom because I thought she could be the best person to teach me and just show me how to do the things with the horses and ride. And I thought I would just look up to her so she would teach me and encourage me. She thinks that I kind of have a bond with some of the horses, and so she trusts me riding them and taking care of them. It's kind of hard to explain because I'm not sure either how I have a bond with them. Sometimes I can tell what they're thinking, or sometimes I feel like they trust me.
Let's go to 235. Nick's Zephyr and Jayci Byler out of Millville, Texas. Yeah, let's get it on. Come on, Oklahoma. Oh, we're going to go now. One to the right, two to the left. Yeah, let's go, let's go.
The reason why I don't get scared because of him, I know that he's he'll be all hard and tough on the outside, but I know on the inside he's soft and sweet. He likes to be scratched pretty much on the ears, and he pretty much acts like a dog that wants to be pet.
Look down the pin! Down the pin! Whoa! Go on! Go on! On the way! On the way! On the way! Go in and down and down! Go all the way, Jace! All the way! Go on! Ask for me!
And but Bubba, he will listen to me, and he's not like just a free runner. He'll like focus like on the barrels and like turn the way that I want him to.
Very nerve-wracking watching her, you know, especially the poles probably because there's so many obstacles in the way. But my job is to sit at the end and holler feet and in shape and turn and hoe and all that kind of stuff. So it's definitely, Kimmy and I are riding it with her. We're right there with her. Yeah, she's out there, you know, daylight till dark with Mom, seasoning these horses, seasoning the young horses, you know, getting the rodeo horses ready to go. And then every week it's a guessing game of who we're going to put in the trailer because, I mean, she's hands-on with every single one of them. So.
My mom and my dad, they rodeoed and they rode their horses, and so they wanted us to. And so they like got us a little white pony, and her name was Princess. And so they let us ride her. And I just started to like it because it was just pretty fun, and like just interacting with the horses and just playing with them. It was just pretty fun for me.
This is my dog Kate. I duck hunt, dove hunt, everything with her. Best friend. Had her for about 2 years. I had her older brother, but he passed away, and I got her for a birthday present, and had her ever since. I do competitive shooting, 4-H shooting. With 22s is about 50 yards away. The most important thing my dad has taught me is discipline, getting up early, feeding, riding horses, make sure your horses have water and feed and shade and fly spray and all kinds of other stuff. Just make sure they have what they need to go to rodeos and do good.
So Jaci stepped into being basically my junior trainer. I've turned a lot of her horses over to her where I don't even step foot on them anymore. Now I will critique her and kind of get a little bit onto her about little things, you know, that I want her to do with them. But I want her to be able to be the one that tunes them and the one that straightens them up. And when she's had a bad run, she's got to go fix it. She did it last year at Oklahoma City, you know, on her futurity horse. And it was actually Brian that stepped in and, you know, got under her a little bit about melting a little sooner and helping her futurity colt out. And I did the same thing, you know, with her, instructing her about Bubba. You know, it's like, you've got to correct your mistakes. We have our set routines, our pre-race of what we do, how we prep our horses. She's right there doing it all with me. And when we're heading into the arena or to the backup holding pins, you know, we have our set where we go through it and she runs it through her mind, and I'm asking her, you know, what's your game plan? She gives me a breakdown of what she's gonna do, and I remind her, you know, her key points of where she's supposed to be looking, and remind her about her body, and just kind of go through everything just to kind of mentally get everything in sync. Last year, she has a lineup of horses that we've been blessed with. From Nick Zephyr being Bubba. She's won the AQHA World on him. She won the BFA Youth World. He's been one of those horses that just dominates, you know, the field when they're on. He won the Elite Four last year, and then this year she came back at the Elite. She hit on him, and she followed up with her other 2 runs on a horse named Firewater 5, Shotgun, and My Famous Lady. And she was pretty bummed because she was thinking, okay, I'm out on Bubba. I'm not making the short round. And I told her, I said, you just got to go make your runs. You got 2 more horses that you've got to put through. And she did. And she came back in the top 30 on Lady. And we're thinking, you know, she's quite a ways off. You know, she was running 3/10 off what they wanted. You know, so by no means was she, you know, up there on the top half. when she laid down the run in the short round, she shocked us all. You know, it was game on. And her and the mare came with the full force, and they ran a 4.
Jayci Byler, come run, followed by Sydney Hopkins, Pat Ann Lynch, Ashton Clark. $15, 4, 9, 5, 1, 5, 4, 9, 5.
And that put them winning it. So I was like, okay, you know, wow. Well, she had to let me know that she was going to outdo it again, and she came back on Firewater 5.
All right, Jayci Byler is the runner. Firewater 5 is the horse. Let's see what you got, Jayci. $15,399. $15,399 and a leaderboard change.
Ran 3, you know, first and second. Again, this kid just kind of never quits. It's always there. I got to present Jaci with the reserve champion and with the first place champion certificate for a new Martin saddle, and with a $5,000 scholarship, which was like, wow, you know, your kid, you know.
Jayci Byler, my Packers lady, second place. Along with that, Jayci Byler, Firewater 5 with a 15-3 to Texas. National Junior High Champ comes back to win first.
State this year, you can't even get to the whole core of watching your kid win in the state of Texas. This kid was on fire.
She's, you know, she being a 6th grader, we know she has talent. She has very talented horses. But you know, we were just going as a initiation and just kind of seeing what this is all about. And for her to win the barrels, the poles, the Rookie of the Year, and the all-around for everybody in Texas.
Like, I'm just like a little scared, but then I know I have to kind of keep them calm instead of acting crazy. To calm them, I just pat them on the neck and just like talk to them to keep their mind on something else instead of like on the arena and on all the loud sounds. So just to, just keep their mind off of it and like just think of something else like more peaceful instead of something else like crazy. It was pretty amazing because I was thinking like, oh, we're just gonna winning it. We're just gonna be like, I don't know, 5th place or whatever, just make a smooth run. Like, I'm not gonna win it, but Prince, he is like a free runner, sort of, but like he'll do what he wants to do.
All right, Texas, here's the number 1 lady for the first round. 3rd of the second round. She was a 15.804 to win round number 1 or round 3. Bring them down. We'll stop the clock. 15.623. Number 1 in the round with a 47.369. Texas, there is your 2016 national champion of barrel racing.
Oh, I heard the screams when I did. It was pretty amazing. I was pretty excited.
Jaci winning the national barrel racing title as a little brother who just started roping and stuff, and my sister go out and win it is pretty amazing and something to look up to.
Oh, extremely proud. I mean, it's as a father and as a husband, I'm very proud of him.